Alright guys, so let me just touch up my lipstick one more time real quick before we wrap this up. Hey guys, it's me Marty and welcome back to Glam with Marty. This is not my usual look, obviously. No, today is that wonderful time of the year where we are doing our annual Halloween tutorial. I will put links to all of my other Halloween tutorials up here. I have done Cleopatra, I have done Black Swan, Skull Candy, and now Mermaid. So Mermaid is the mermaid. Skull Candy was one of those masks for the Day of the Dead. And then this wig, y'all. I never wore a wig before. I don't know how my wig girls do it. This is a lot of work. Like, that took so long just to put this thing on, make sure it was in the right place, get everything where it was supposed to be, and it is annoying me. Like, I don't even know how I had my hair that long for as long as I did, because it is like, this is aggravating me so bad. But anyway, so this is our look that we decided to do this year for Halloween. I wanted to do a mermaid tutorial, which my mom actually suggested. She's like, I think you should do a mermaid. This is what I came up with. We got some diamonds, we got some real holographic lips, holographic highlights, real hardcore glitter eyes, just the whole works. I wanted to have Under the Sea Little Mermaid realness, especially celebrating our new Little Mermaid movie that'll be coming out soon, where we have a black Ariel, and I'm so excited about it. So I wanted to pay homage to that, pay homage to the original Little Mermaid, and if you guys want to see what I did to achieve this look, you can just keep on watching. Thanks. Okay guys, so first of all, this is going to be one of the rare videos where I do most of my makeup on camera because it is a full look for Halloween. So I will tell y'all, my skin has already been prepped, my eyes have been primed, I've obviously done my eyebrows already. Y'all see me do my eyebrows so many times. In an effort to save time, there's not a reason to go over them again. It's pretty much the same brows, they're just a little bit heavier because I'll be wearing a big wig today. So I didn't want to, I wanted to match the thickness of the hair with the thickness of the brow, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm doing. I have with me my Impressions vanity mirror, the little trifold mirror. Not trifold, this is the travel one or whatever, I forgot what it was called. So first things first, because we're doing mermaid, I'm thinking really glow. I'm thinking really shiny. I'm thinking really sparkly. So I'm going to start with the Amazing primer, the Amazing Cosmetics. So I'm going to start with the Amazing Cosmetics Illuminate-Primer-Highlighter. It's a primer, but it's like really got a lot of glitter in it. I don't really use it that much because I find it's got so much glitter in it to make you so bronze that it almost can affect the color of your foundation. Well, in this case, I don't mind because I'm going to be changing the color of my foundation anyway, so that's fine. Take a little bit of this. I guess I'll just put it on my finger to apply it because it's just the primer. And what I did use already, so like what I did for my brows and my, yeah, y'all see how shiny that is? I definitely didn't want to do something that I do all the time on camera. There's no need for that since we already do it. So this primer, the reason I'm doing it again is because I really want a good sheen under my foundation. Because we're thinking glowy, glowy, bright, bright. You know what I mean? Like, mermaids are never, like, dull. They always have a lot of glitter. They're always shining because they always look like they just came out the water. Now, have I ever met a mermaid or seen a mermaid? No, I have not. But I did grow up watching The Little Mermaid. It came out when I was, like, really little. My sister, who y'all know, you've seen her on the channel before, she is actually named Ariel, and she came out. She was born almost the same year as The Little Mermaid, so everybody thought her name was Ariel because The Little Mermaid had just come out. Anyway, long story. For foundation, okay, we're gonna do something different for foundation this time that I've never done before. We're going to use a light foundation, so I'm gonna use the Beauty Blender foundation that I reviewed in the Marshalls But Does It Work Though haul, which y'all haven't seen yet, but this was in there, and this is the Bounce Liquid Whip Longwear Foundation, and the only shade they had was really light. It was 1.50C, so I'm going to use it to do most of my face, except like where I would contour in the bottom of my face. So all of this, because we're going to be doing that bright blue eyeshadow today, we don't want, I'm trying to put something under it that's going to make me pop. I want you to really be able to see that it's blue. Look, and something about this foundation, it has a palette in it. So the front of it is a little palette, so you can squeeze out the foundation you need if you want to mix it. Or like today, I'm going to be applying it with a brush, so everything that you were going to need to do it. And I'm going to use my NYX flat foundation brush, which I don't really use that often, but I don't want to touch this stuff with my hand, and I really want to paint it on. And I'm just going to go all the way in the middle of my face, basically where we would put a highlighter. And the reason I didn't do my eyeshadow yet like I usually do is because this eyeshadow is going to go like kind of all over our face. So I don't want it to be separate from the foundation because it's going to get on the foundation, and there's no reason to really change that. Like, there's no reason to avoid getting it in the foundation because we're going to smoke it out so much today is my plan. Now, true time, I've never done this look before, so I don't really know how it's going to come out. But my plan is that we're going to, oh yeah, see, that's what we want. That's exactly what I want. So I'm going to just lather that on with this brush here. I'm going to put some on the eyes because we're going to need to set a good canvas for that. My eyelids are primed, by the way, because I always prime my brows. I know a lot of people don't, but I always prime my brows. So I'm going to just, which is good because that NYX primer I used today is really sticky. So my eyebrows went on like really, really well, and I didn't have to mess with it again. So didn't have to blend out or anything like that. Okay, so that's good so far for the face part, the white face part, the lighter part. Okay, yeah, this is the Do You Full Coverage Fresh Glow Foundation, and it's Butterscotch shade, so, which is not my usual shade. My usual shade is actually called Warm Sand, but this one has a little bit more red in it. I figure if I do carry it over and it blends into that one, I want it to kind of diffuse that white a little bit if I need it done like that. Oh, I forgot. Again, just putting it straight on the brush because this is a heavy makeup look, so y'all see how red it is? It's a little tiny bit darker, so we can almost give a little bit of a contour. I love the smell of this. And I'm just going on the perimeter of my face. You can already kind of see the parts coming forward and the parts going back just from highlight and contour. And I'm not doing an all over foundation and then a cream highlight and a cream contour. I'm doing it all at once because one, like I said before, this is going to be a long process. And two, we're going to add some really crazy contour with the blue and the green. So I don't want to, you know, this is again a Halloween costume. So you're not, like, you know how we're always trying to make sure that our stuff is taking a damp beauty sponge. We always want to make sure that our makeup looks flawless and seamless so that it looks natural. There's nothing natural about being a mermaid. So get that thought out of your head because it's not going to happen for you tonight. I don't need to hear in the comments how this is the wrong shade. No, really? But you'd be surprised. People see some stupid stuff on the internet, I swear to God. Especially on YouTube. So I'm just bouncing that out. I want you to be able to see the white. Y'all see the white? I want y'all to be able to see the white and then the brown. In my case, brown, whatever shade you're going to use. That bottom shade is just one I would use on a regular basis. It's a little bit dark for me. It's not dark. It's a little, it's not that it's dark. It's a little bit red for me. Also, something else I learned that you want to do with this kind of look, you want to use, like, you don't want to use a matte. A matte is going to stay put way too hardcore. So don't use a matte for this kind of stuff. You want to use something that's a fresh glow, some kind of serum foundation, just something that's not going to be super sticky. Nothing that's going to dry fast either because we're going to be doing a lot of work on this. I know we're looking a little bit crazy right now, but we are going to go ahead and leave our foundation here for now. And if y'all didn't see what I did, I closed my eyes to do my lids because I really want that white all over my eye because we're going to be doing some wild, I tell you, eyeshadow today. Which is why I think beauty YouTube is so hardcore on Halloween tutorials. Is because of the fact that that's the one time a year that you get to be super creative. I know some people are that creative with just anything they do, but like for me, most of the time I want to look pretty. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't need to break the mold and change beauty standards. I really just want to be pretty. That's all I want. That's all I want. I go start a new beauty standard because really I don't subscribe to the beauty standards anyway. I just do what I think makes me look the best. But on Halloween, you can switch that up and be a little crazy. We have our bright highlight foundation on the front, and we got our darker contour foundation all around. Now we're going to get a little crazy with the eyeshadows. Alright y'all, so I did what I said I was going to do. I decided to go with the Norvina palette. There are better purples and blues in other palettes. But, y'all know, I hate when I'm doing a tutorial to give y'all a bunch of different palettes to go get. So, this one definitely has the most colors that I want to use today. So, tonight, for our mermaid Halloween look, I would like to stick mostly to glitters. Because the mermaid look, I want to keep it really cool tone. I don't want to do a warm. No one wants to be a hot mermaid. We don't want to be we want to be hot like hottie hot, but we don't want to be a Gulf Coast mermaid. We don't want to be in the hot ocean. We want to be in the Pacific. We want to be in the Atlantic. We want to be in the cool water. You know what I mean? So we're going to go with B5 first to start our whole thing, our whole big transition of this. Last year I did the skull candy look and it was beautiful. I'll insert a card for that right here. But I don't know, it was like a different kind of glam. Like this is going to be a glam Halloween costume. The most glamorous Halloween costume I personally have ever done. So we're going to get it on this big fat Butterscotch brush. And we're going to, ooh, look at that. See, that's the pigment I need in my life. So we're going to start doing that on the outside of the lid right here. Yeah, that's what we want. Up in the crease, kind of, where we would usually do a transition shade. And we're not packing, we're doing little circles. And that NYX primer that I used today, I think it's called the Proof Primer. It is a very sticky primer. So, like, if you put something there, make sure you want it there because it will stay. Oh, see how pretty that is already? This is definitely one of my favorite palettes I own. So I'm taking this B5 all the way. I'm brushing it out because, like I said, we're smoking this into next year. Like, we are smoking like smoked meats. It's going to be really smoked. So we're going to keep piling that color on. And if you're using like the Morphe, one of the Morphe palettes, or just any less expensive palette, because this palette is expensive. It's big and you get what you pay for. But I don't want y'all to think you have to go, like you can't make this look without any other palette. As long as you have a ton of purples and pinks in it, you should be good to go. So again, with that purple, we just building it to the outside. Y'all can kind of already see the shape I'm trying to make here. And I'm pulling that into the lid and I'm pulling it way out. Y'all see how much we're winging it out? And again, because we put that lighter foundation underneath, we definitely have a base to make that pop. So we're going to go with B1 now. So I'm going to take that B1, which is like a more magenta color. It's like a mix between blue and pink. Pink and purple. And I'm going to take that color and I'm just going to start right. So pretty. And I'm going to start right where we left off that purple. And I'm pulling it all the way up again to my inner corner of my brow. I'm pulling it into that purple so we get that good gradient. I'll see right here this gradient. Right there in the middle. That's what we want. I was actually going to take another pink and blend it out, but I actually have a little bit left on my brush, so I'm just going to take that up into the brow right here. That's where we're at so far with the eye look. Ooh. It's a lot different than what I'm used to, but I really am enjoying this look right now, as of right now. Now, I don't know if I'm going to like it in 2 minutes, but right now I really like it. So going in with my Butterscotch flat shader brush, which I love. We're going to go into this beautiful icy metallic. We're going to go with A1 right here, which is this icy metallic purple. If you haven't seen it before, this is what it looks like. It's so shiny, and we're going to put that even with our nose, like the side of our nose, because we just want to get that nice little, it's a little understated compared to the rest of the look, but we want to put a little bit in the inner corner. Okay, so we're going to go in with this Miss Glam brush. It's a, what is the name of it? Miss Glam S57 blender brush. Now I'm just going to take it and I'm going to go all the way across with this to blend this into like a pretty dreamy, cotton candy-ish, soft and beautiful mermaid vibe. And then after we do our lid work, we are going to go in, we're going to go under with some of the same colors. Not all of them, probably just that outer purple shade. And I want to pull this out a little bit more. All right, this here, literally, Ciate London, Marbled Metals in the shade Wicked. And y'all, this stuff, as soon as I put it on, I was like, this is going to be freaking perfect for my mermaid look. So let me show y'all what it looks like. Y'all ready for this? Because it's like insane. Under the sea, do 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 do. Under the sea, do 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 do. Hi, is this not exactly what we are looking for? Beautiful. Look at the shimmer, the reflect in it. Green, gold, silver, white, just absolutely beautiful. Now, for best results, they want you to use your hand. Y'all know, unless you're doing something like this where it's so blown out, it really doesn't matter. I hate applying eyeshadow with my hand because it just is never going to come out as clean as applying it with a brush, but won't, because she's a mermaid and she doesn't have feet. Oh, you remember? Oh, Mariel wanted feet. Walking around on those. What's that word again? Feet. If you have not watched The Little Mermaid, I mean, I know Chloe Bailey is about to do the live action version, and I'm excited about that, but like oh my god, I just love the original. Of course, it came out right before Aladdin, and I am a Jasmine fanatic. So I didn't have that much time for Ariel, but I knew the girl. I just took a little bit more of that metal marbles, metallic marble, whatever it's called. Marble metals. And I'm just packing it on again. Okay, now here's where we get this. Don't do a bloodbath. That's where I get crazy. We're going to take this and we're going to use this to contour. So I am going to apply that with my fingers on my face because I just don't know another way to do it. I hope this comes out like I'm planning it to. It might not. I'm hoping it does. But I want to get a really pretty purple, out of this world, really weird, beautiful, stunning, gorgeous, just amazing. Look, a contour, not highlight, sorry. Contour. So I'm going to apply with my finger because it is an eyeshadow, so it's not really made to be applied like that. But let's see. For this, again, this is a little bit different, but we're going to take this and we want to build like a little triangle with it right here because we're going to have some jewels there too. Why is the triangle in my mind for this? I have no freaking idea. As soon as I was thinking about it, I was like, I want to do a triangle on my forehead with. Now we don't want, again, we don't want this line to be so straight. So I'm about to actually blur it out a little bit. Then we're going to draw on a couple of little scales. Okay, so I'm going to just buff it out just like I would a cream contour. I don't know how hard I'm going to have to work this because of the fact that it's not a cream contour. It's an eyeshadow. But, you know, it's not budging, so I am going to have to finesse it a little tiny bit. Oh no, she's blending a little bit. Ooh, yeah, I feel like I'm in Atlantis. Okay, I'm going back with Ciate London. It's absolutely stunning marbled metals. And I'm just bringing it back across because I want to get a little more of that purple. Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted. See how it's just a little bit. I'm sorry to flick y'all off. I apologize. What if we just look like this, like, for real, like, all the time? If I look like this to go to work? I wonder what my students would say. Would they be like, what is wrong with you? They probably would say, are you sick? Because that's what they always like, do you have a migraine? Yeah, I guess I do, child. I do. Whatever. Wet it just a tad here. Y'all should see how much glitter is on this blender now. It's like a disco ball beauty blender. And who doesn't like glitter? Especially on Halloween when we can slide with as much as we want to. And I'm blending it up so we get that pretty fade. But I don't want to blur this all the way out. So I think I'm going to stop blurring it here in a minute. So I think I'm going to go in with some more of that pink eyeshadow and actually use that. This comes down to I'm going to do something about that. I don't like it all the way on my lips. But y'all, look at that sheen. Oh, I love it. I'm going to use the same SL Miss Glam brush that I used earlier. And I'm going to take that, get a little bit on the brush, and I'm going to just drag it on the top. Give us a little bit of more of a fade of that pink. I think it has a little bit of that shimmer in there, and I'm just dragging it up. Just a little tiny bit. A little bit on the side. So pretty much on the edges of that purple, I'm going with that B3 and the Anastasia palette. And the thing with Anastasia is it is a Pro Pigment palette, so you can use it other places besides the eye. All right, now we're about to get a little bit technical. Let me do under my eye first, then we're going to get into the tech part, like the real serious things. Okay, I want to go with this beautiful D2, which is this pretty, I don't know if y'all can see, ow! Smash my finger. I don't know if y'all can see it. D2 is like this purple, it's like an indigo color, but it's really, y'all can't really see it too much on here. Let me show y'all with my hand. I want to show y'all a swatch. So this is what that color looks like. And I'm going to take that color on this, I think it's called a micro accentuate brush or something from NYX. I'm going to put that under my eye. And again, we're going lower than my actual lash line because we want hardcore under eye look today. That all here, I need to get a little bit of this A1 again. Using the same brush, so hopefully I can transfer a little bit of the color. I'm going to tear duct that real quick. Now we're looking Mermaid. So I am now going to go back into this, the purple spots, and I'm going to draw some little scales using this, who is this from? L'Oreal, this L'Oreal Infallible Never Fail eyeliner. So we're going to take that, it's a white shade, what is it called? It's called, no, oh white, it's just called white. So I'm going to take the white, and I'm going to make little scales, and the scales are just going to look like little half moons, so let me show y'all what we're looking at here. Just little tiny, just like that. We're going to make a bunch of those. Like little arches. And see how some of them are like fading in and out? We want it to look kind of faded. if you can, if you think you have the skill, it's probably easier to do this with a wet a wet eyeliner, like a, you know, a liquid eyeliner, like a marker or something. Might be easier to do with that. It'll show up more, but I kind of want it to look like it's faded. I don't want it to look like, because I'm not a sea monster, you know, I'm a mermaid, so just a little tiny bit of something to be serving fish. So, oh, I'm glad I'm by myself, because I'm going to put a little bit up here. Now this is also where we're going to put the stones, so we don't want to put too much here, because the stones are going to kind of kill it. So I'm just going, we're going to put those here and here. But before we do that, I want to do a little highlighter. I'm going to take the Too Faced Diamond Fire highlighter. I have the original shade. I don't remember what it was called. They came out with a bunch, but this is the original. It's the white one. It looks kind of pinkish bluish. And we're going to swirl our finger in it because I want to take a lot. And it reflects really pretty blues and greens and purples, so that's why it goes right with the rest of our look. See that? That's what we want to happen. So that's absolutely stunning. Good swirl, and then I'm going to blend it a little bit with a brush. This thing still feels... this was the first ever First Impression Friday I ever did. I'm going to link that right there if you want to check it out. It was literally the first one I ever did, and I mean, it's still... The texture is so good. I don't think I actually liked it in First Impression Friday, but the texture is still so good. It's so light and airy, and I'm putting that where I would put all my blinding highlight, especially since I didn't really do a contour. I don't want anything dark on this look. I just want light. So y'all see that? Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Swirl around here too. I'm going to put a little bit right in the middle of that purple spot. Yes. Oh my god. Okay, so we're just about done. Y'all can see we got the scales, we got the contour, the really bright highlight, the crazy lashes. Got everything going on here. So now we're going to do the lips with this NYX Ombre. Dual Lip Ombre in Cookies and Cream. That's this stuff. They don't make this anymore, I don't think. But I want to use the brown part. As a matter of fact, I might do both. I'm going to cover it with a Huda Beauty lip. I forgot what it's called. Lip something. The way this stuff works, it's a lip ombre kit. Yeah, it's a lip ombre kit. They didn't stick around that long, I think, because they did a kind of piss poor job of matching the colors. But this one was always really cool to me, So this is the cookie, and again, we're sticking to the same holographic, weird, beautiful look here. Cool, right? Weird, but cool. And then this is the cream part. It's a light brown color. Goes inside, and then you're supposed to be able to like blend it out with your finger to make them blend out. Oh yeah, it actually looks kind of cool. I'm gonna have to start using this again. I haven't used this thing in like a long time, probably longer than I should say, because I'm sure it's not healthy to keep lipstick that long, but it's been quite some time. So Huda Beauty is bringing us the Lip Strobe. This thing, okay, is so weird. I got it from Ipsy, and the thing is, I never knew what to do with it because it's the weirdest. It's like this weird holographic shiny thing. Watch. Literally, this is all I could think to use it for, is like a Halloween look where you're doing some weird things. And being a mermaid to most people is, in fact, a weird. So, these are the gemstones. Y'all remember these from last year when I did the skull candy look? That's what we're doing again, kind of. But we're just going to strategically place some of these stones in some really good, pretty places. Just to give us, again, more of that really cool, just an extra pop of glam, an extra pop of weirdness, an extra mermaid vibes look. Alright, so I just want to put a few gemstones in the center of my head. Let's say 3. Oh, these were super cheap, and I mean, when I tell y'all I've had these things at this point for years now. I use them for my sister, my mom, and I used them for my sister's bridal shower, and that was probably 3 years ago. And now I just use them whenever I need for something like this. So I'm just putting the first set in a straight row. I wasn't really planning to when I started. I like this look, y'all. So now I'm going to take some more of the big ones. This set, I really can't for the life of me remember where we got it from, because honestly, it was like 3 years. I'm pretty sure it was either Michael's or Hobby Lobby back then with those, and then we just kept them. She was like, do you want to have them? And I actually said at the time, I was like, yeah, because one day for Halloween, I don't know when I'm going to do this, but I really want to do a skull candy look. And she was like, okay, what's that? And I'm like, it's a sugar skull. And she didn't know what that was either. And I was like, you know, like the Book of Life, like that kind of look. And she's like, that sounds like something you would do. So she gave them to me, and I hadn't done them for years. I just kept those little things. I just kept these little stones like forever till I was ready to use them. And now I'm ready to use them. And then on the cheeks, I want to put this will be the biggest one. I'm going to put 2 of these and then 3 of the little ones on the cheeks too, because I really want it to be, you know, kind of weird. Am I the only one that finds it incredibly hard to like match place you put something on each cheek, because you got so much space in between? Like, you know, it's hard. Like, it's not like lashes where you just got that little teeny tiny space in the center. You got a lot of room to mess up. Now we're gonna go with the little ones, which are all the way at the end. This gets annoying though, like this feeling on my face right now, ugh, it's aggravating me already. But as an artist, oh no, we suffer for our art. Crap, what did I do here? Got these diamonds working here. I want to do my last thing, which is a setting powder. And I'm going to go in with the SoftLight blurring powder in Pink Haze. And I'm going to just use y'all. I'm not going to go back and do all that stuff over again. And so I'm going to go and put on my wig and my jewelry and finish up. And then I'm going to come back and we will wrap up this absolutely stunning Mermaid Halloween look. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I now have my wig on, my jewelry is on, all of my makeup is done. This is the finished look, our Mermaid look for this Halloween. If you guys want to follow my glam in real time, you can do that by joining me on Instagram, which I'm going to put the little picture right here. Or you could follow my random crazy thoughts here on Twitter, which I'm going to put that right here. Everything I'm wearing on my face that I used on and off camera will be listed down below, as well as my social media. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to hit me down in the description box. I really hope you guys like this look. If you do use it for Halloween, please tag me in it so I can see what you guys did. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Enjoy your Halloween. Please be safe. Trick or treat. Have a good time. And you can stop at my house if you want to trick or treat or get glam with Marty. See y'all next time. Bye.